In 1967, Neil Armstrong, the first man to walk on the moon, was celebrated as a national hero. While he certainly was an extremely brave man, but why was he a hero? Perhaps the scientists and the technicians who developed and constructed the spaceship should have been equally or more celebrated than he was. After all, it was their intellect and hard work that made the entire project possible. Armstrong basically followed instructions. In fact, some speculate that it was exactly Armstrong's down-to-earth, excuse the pun, almost prosaic nature that got him the job. The last thing that NASA wanted was some romantic stargazer wandering around the moon going off script. Armstrong was hailed as a hero because he did something spectacular. The image of man walking on the moon was dazzling, and Armstrong was the man who made that image a reality. It's much easier to get excited about fulfilling positive mitzvahs than to refrain from violating negative commandments. We feel so much more accomplished when we perform a good deed, davening with kavanah, learning with a geshmak, than when we merely refrain from doing what's wrong. But feelings can be deceiving. Doing a mitzvah aseh may feel more holy, but the Vilna Gaon tells us that in fact we get much more reward for refraining from sin. The Mishnah in Uktzin, Perek Gimel, Mishnah Yud Beis, teaches that Hashem grants each and every tzaddik 310 worlds of reward. La'anchil lo'avai yesh. The Gaon writes that a full 300 of those worlds are granted to the tzaddik because he turns away from evil, sur meira, whereas only 10 of those worlds are given to him because he did an aseh tov, he did something good. It may be easier to do a positive mitzvah, mitzvah's aseh, celebrating Yom Tov, learning an intriguing daf, or praying a meaningful tefillah than it is to refrain from transgressing. The feeling of spirituality, the wow factor, is indeed much more readily accessible in the cases of Aseh Tov. But the substance of a Jew, the foundation upon which all is built, is the Sur Meira. When we commit to being more careful with what we see, we're laying the foundation of our Olam Haba, and therefore we're rewarded with the bulk of our reward in Olam Haba.